Fine, I'll talk about bridal gossip. Well, this video took me a while, and I'm not talking about how it took nearly 2 weeks to put this video together. I've been uploading videos for over a year, and I've not talked about the only episode that focuses on a zebra character, despite having a zebra OC myself. Well, might as well get this started. This episode starts with another beautiful day in Ponyville, without a cloud in the sky, but something's amiss. No ponies out and about. Must be getting hyped for Fallout 4. I know I am. But then a familiar voice calls Twilight.
Twilight! Spike! Come here!
And after more or less nothing, we get the opening. It's actually surprising how many differences there are in the opening between Season 1 and Season 5. Like, look at this. And now look at this. Not only that, but Discord isn't in Fluttershy's cottage, and Luna isn't here. Kinda makes you wonder how many changes there'll be by Season 10. They'll probably all be alicorns by then.
Why, as soon as my sister saw Zakora riding into town, she started shaking in her little horseshoe.
Ugh, I guess some things never change. From some pony to watch over me, to Appaloosa's Most Wanted, to all the way back to bridal gossip, it seems the way to make Apple Bloom look mature is to make Applejack bonkers. Well, no good continuing to beat around the bush. It's time to introduce Zakora. You know, Zakora, the zebra in the opening. She gave Twilight that suspicious looking potion in the Season 4 opener. She told the fillies the tale of Nightmare Moon in Luna Eclipsed.
Just look at those stripes. So garish.
And her stripes aren't a fashion choice, Rarity. They're what she was born with.
I don't know why, but I find that quite funny.
The everfree forest just ain't natural. The plants grow and the clouds move. All on their own.
Yes, because manually altering weather patterns is so natural. Did they just reuse footage? Well, we then get a song from Pinkie Pie that doesn't even need to be dubstepped.
She's an evil enchantress. She does evil dances. So what's up? Now tell me, what exactly have you actually seen Zakora do?
Once a month, she comes into Ponyville.
Good gracious!
I know I'm probably reading too deeply into this, but it sounds like the first time Zakora walked into town, all the ponies were like, "She's scary!" and closed their doors.
Well, I'm brave enough.
Yeah, go Apple Bloom. Well, Apple Bloom follows Zakora all the way to the Everfree Forest until her cover's blown by the main six. Oh, look at those idiots. I mean, Apple Bloom was smart enough to follow Zakora's path. Although Apple Bloom on Applejack's head does look cute.
But curses have no real power. They're just an old ponytail.
Should I bring up the pilot episode, or would that just be needless nitpicking? That night, Twilight has nightmares, and then a familiar voice causes the fandom to squee.
Enough!
Oh wait, that's the wrong episode. From the wrong season. No, instead Twilight wakes up to find her horn is a little flaccid.
Hey!
This is a kid's show. This is a kid's show. Of course, Twilight isn't the only one. We have Harity, Spitty Pie, Appletini, and...
I don't want to talk about it.
Can't get enough of your love, babe. Although, what is Rainbow Dash's effect? Is her wings lower on her body? Are they upside down? Are they backwards? I've never been able to figure it out. What I do know is she should walk.
How about this one?
Supernaturals? This book is just a bunch of hooey.
Do I sense contrast for later? Well, after that, Apple Bloom goes to try and fix everything by going to Zakora. And Applejack tags along.
No.
Owned!
Sorry, Applejack, but I'm the big sister now. I'm gonna tell Big Macintosh on you!
And now we get to see Zakora's hut. And I know some people think it's a bit over the top, but I think this is really cool. Because the pony culture is fairly obvious. They all worship Celestia and Luna. Oh wait, this is Season 1. Whereas, look at the inside of Zakora's hut. Like, what do those masks mean? Or what's that for? Or what's in those jars? It's also mysterious and cool, and I just find that fascinating.
She's an evil enchantress, so watch out.
I have nothing to say. I just think that's just too funny. Of course, a thing that isn't so funny is Twilight starts to believe that Zakora is evil. And these choice of words doesn't help.
The perfect temperature for ponies, I presume. Now, where is that little Apple Bloom?
At that moment, Applejack riding an upside down Rainbow Dash, it happens, crashes into Zakora's hut, followed by the rest who accuse Zakora of putting a curse on them.
It is unwise to venture down this road.
Yeah, all she did was put a curse on you. I mean, look, there's Apple Bloom.
We could have told you that.
No, instead their predicament is a result of the poison joke they were standing in at the start. All of which would have been revealed in the book Spike had earlier.
Maybe next time you will take a second look and not judge the cover of the book.
Well, after some apologising, they all stroll back into Ponyville. And of course, all the ponies run indoors. So our main characters need to...
Daisy, we need to talk.
Am I the only one who thinks of this after hearing that?
Give me your answer to...
And after Twilight writes her message to Celestia, wow, does that make me feel nostalgic? The episode finishes off. When I first watched this show, this was one of my favourite episodes, and if I was to make a top 10 favourite episodes list, this episode would likely still rank. Because over the years, the show's writing and animation has gotten better over time, but this episode really holds up. I have heard people say that this episode does a bad job at teaching kids about racism, but the thing is, it's a kids show. You can't make the show To Kill a Mockingbird, you just confuse or scare them. I don't know, I'm not a child psychologist. And I'm sure we all remember those school assemblies where people would come in to teach us that racism was wrong by being hip and with it, when in reality they were just lame and half-assed. So I think the fear angle works much better. It gets its message across without the need to talk down to its audience or flood them with exposition. That said, one thing they'd never get away with now is reusing animation. I'm not joking, they used the same Rarity fainting clip twice. Now normally I'd end the video on either an out of context scene from the episode or some sort of badly dubbed gag. But this time I'm going to end the video on a more sombre note. Because while watching one of Miss Anthroponi's videos, I found out that Amy Keating-Rogers is leaving the writing staff at MLP. She's been there since the beginning, writing episodes like Best Night Ever, A Dog and Pony Show, as well as the recent Lost Treasure of Griffinstone. She also wrote The Journal of the Two Sisters, as well as Perfect Day for Fun, and Player Piano. What, I like Equestria girls. Anyway, I'd like to wish Amy Keating-Rogers the best of luck in all her future endeavours.